All right, let's go. Okay, I know Ken wanted to look at my weapon swap macro, but until he says anything that he's online, I'll hold off. We're gonna try to do the. We see we built up a good amount of rest time from almost, 3/4 of a bar. Are you there, Ken? Oh, is that Jahara? Ohara. It makes me think of a Bruce Lee movie, but that's Ohara, not Jihara. Let's see. Yeah, let me set up the Mac. Let me show you the macros. Yeah, you have to have super macro, of course. And what I'll do is really all you need is you want to unequip your shield. This is what from going from defensive stance to battle stance. So we'll do the other one first, which is this one. All you're basically saying is equip Razor's Edge, which remember you want to equip your main hand weapon first. Equip your main hand weapon, then equip your offhand weapon. And I'm just running local texture common name. It's just saying, get what stance I'm in, and if this is just saying if I'm in defensive stance, cast Shield Bash. I don't really need that, but that was part of a macro I'd pulled off the web, so it really probably don't really need that. We could probably get rid of that, but since it works, I'm not going to mess with it. You probably don't need this run local texture name as active. It's just saying if you're in defensive stance, cast spell by name. I could probably, I could probably just get rid of all this. Here, let's try it. But you have to run. You can probably get rid of all this and just say cast spell my name. So we'll try that. And what I'm going to do is go back to, I've got a macro that I created for test purposes. So we'll just throw that extra in there so we don't lose it. Right? And we'll just do, I gotta remember what my macros are, so F. See, and there you go. Oh, see, it didn't quite work. So let's try super macro. I'm not sure, / cast spell my name. Let's try that. Okay, we got our weapons. That doesn't work. So let's just put it back the way it was, because I really don't want to mess with it right now, but I don't remember all the, I'll have to look at the other one macros and figure out exactly what's wrong with that, but it should just be cast spell my name, but there we go. All right, so anyways, let's go back to the super macro. So that, I don't know, you don't really need this other piece, I don't know. Well, actually, I know you don't need it. I might just need /run and then cast spell my name. I didn't try that. But anyways, this does work. You just want to equip your main hand weapon, or just equip your main hand weapon, equip your shield, and then you can do this run. And I'll just take all of this, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to copy this, and I'll put it in the stream information. Let's see, equip shield and switch to defensive stance. Stance macro. And then I'll say equip main hand and offhand weapons. Actually, first thing I do is I unequip shield, then and weapons, and switch to battle stance. That way you can just copy them if you can't get it working right, but you probably can. So the battle stance one is this. Just unequip your defender shield, the monkey, then whatever shield you have, and then equip your main hand weapon, equip your offhand weapon, and then again they're actually checking to see which stance I'm in, and saying if I'm in defensive stance, then if it's active defensive stance, then CastSpellByName battle stance. So this is basically the same thing we could do. I could just run this command on the other macro, you know, and just say if I'm in battle stance, which is form 1, I think, FormInfo 4.1, that is active, then go ahead and cast defensive stance. So that's how I could fix that other one probably. And I'll put this in the stream info. Alright, so that should be there now. I don't know if it updates automatically. Let's take a look. Let me go on my phone and see if I can pull this up. Let me take a look. Yeah, I don't see it here. So it may not go up until the video's done and the video gets uploaded or saved. Anyways. But yeah, those are the macros. Did you get it, Ken? Here, let me message him. Ah. Looks good. So we could basically do this. Oh, okay. We really don't need this. We can just say then CastSpellByName. That didn't work though. See, it didn't change my stance. isActive. Then cast. I wonder if that extra space is where I screwed it up. Really? Yeah, for some reason it's not working. Yeah, I don't know why that other bit there for the shield bash is needed, but it seems to make it work, so not really sure about that bit. Anyways, I'm gonna head off. Let's see how we fare. Level 20. 23. This will be interesting. I haven't played the Warriors in a while, a couple days, so. It's definitely a little more fast-paced than the Druid. Well, the Druid does have Bear 4 now, so it should be a little bit better. Ooh, 184. That wasn't bad. That's not bad. How much food do I have? We got a pretty good amount of food. I may do some more fishing later. There's a copper vein up there. Do we have our... Yeah, let's get our ore tracking up. Now, being able to skin these guys would be really nice. But getting the raptor eggs will help. Once I get the raptor egg recipe to cook those up, that's going to be really nice. We'll have plenty. Food's not going to be an issue at that point, I don't think. So I'm going to farm a lot of this stuff up. Just the off chance that we get really lucky. We'll kill this one. See if it gives me the... but we'll have to go get the seeds back from down below. I don't believe these guys are affected by... Oh, they are. I didn't think the gouge worked on them. Alright. Oh, that was quite a heroic strike there. Boom. Starting to hit pretty hard. I think going with a little slower attack speed would be better. So I think that's... I like having the fast attack speed, but at this level... I mean, just how hard I'm hitting and how often I'm attacking, I think that probably going with a little slower weapon, maybe like a 2.6 might be a little better. I'd have to really run them. I'd have to see the crits, really, to see how much the crit's going to be. I'd have to play around with it. That was a big overpower. That wasn't even... It was an overpower. Critted him, and then I followed it up with a heroic strike, so... That was a heroic strike. Execute. Let's get our food buff up. Jahara. Where's that ore at? Is it way up top? It's got to be right here, right? There it is. You can use the Thunderclap on a mob that attacks really, really quickly, and actually the Raptors do attack very fast, so it's not a bad idea to maybe Thunderclap them if you want. I just did it because I was kind of getting low on health. Let's Thunderclap this guy and see if it makes it. I don't know if it'll make a difference. Well. I don't know, somebody else was complaining they couldn't get to work either. You shouldn't have any problems with them. I mean, this is the defensive stance or bash. I mean, you can pause, well, you know, you're watching the stream, I guess you just take a screenshot of this while I've got it up. I mean, it should all be in there. As long as you're copying this, make sure you're putting in your weapon, of course, obviously. On equip, mine's the Razor's, you know, I'm equipping Razor's Edge, so whatever your weapon is would go here, and then equip Defender Shield the Monkey when I go defensive stance, and whatever your shield's called, you have to put that name in there. But the rest of this, after those first few lines, would be exactly like what it says here. So I would just take a screenshot of this, make sure that you typed everything exactly correctly, like this. Uppercase letters too, uppercase, lowercase. I would do that as well. I think the casing is, I think it is case sensitive. So make sure all the letters that are uppercase, and the ones that are lowercase are lowercase. And then here's the battle one. Take a screenshot of this guy. Well, it may not be case sensitive, but just in case it is, I would definitely spell it the same way. I can't remember if it's case sensitive or not. Take a screenshot of this one. I mean, if you create it just like this, it should work. But like I said, there's some people in my guild that were complaining they couldn't get it to work either. Invalid inventory slot. Well, why are you using pickup inventory item? I don't even have that in your macros. Yeah, but why is it pickup? Well, pickup inventory item could be inferred from equip, because basically, remember, super macros basically put code in there that makes equip basically do pickup inventory item. That would make me think that when it says that the name you're typing in for your weapon or your shield is incorrect. So when you put your shield in there, or when you put your item in there, just do this. Just backspace this out, type in like unequip, and just shift click your weapon so you spell it right. Like I go to the shield here. Where is this one? And I just shift left click it, and it just sticks it in the macro for me. That way I know I've spelled it right. Did you take screenshots of my macros so you can make sure that you spelled everything right? Because, I mean, they should work. You could try doing one line at a time. Just first make this macro and just do the unequip defender shield the monkey. You know, unequip your shield, make sure that works. Then equip your main hand weapon, make sure that script works where it unequips your shield and then equips your main hand weapon. And then add equip Doomspike or whatever your offhand weapon is. And you do it line by line. What, did you copy paste it from the stream info? Did it show up in the stream info? I know I pasted it in there. Oh, you got it in the stream info? Well, it should be right in the stream info. Yeah. Yeah, it looks right. I don't know, dude. It looks right. I copied it right out of my macro system, out of the macro system, so it should work. But that error you're getting is sounds like to me it's telling you that it can't find the item you're trying to equip. Because if it's saying invalid inventory slot in pickup inventory item, that's something to do with it's trying to grab the item out of your inventory and probably pick it up and equip it. Which makes me think that one of your equip lines, either there's an extra space or I don't know. Something's not right in one of those equip lines. I can copy it out again and overwrite these. Remember the first line here where I say equip shield, and that's just the description. The macro is the lines that start with the slash, the /. But and you're sure you're putting it in the super macro. Remember, when you open up macro here, you've got to do it in the super macros. You're not clicking macros, are you? Because if you do it here, it won't work, right? So if I say new, right, and I go, I don't think it'll work here. Oh, it's not sure. Okay. When I do this, I don't think this will work, right? I don't know if I don't know, I haven't tested this, but it may not, when I take off Razor's Edge and I click this, see, actually it did work, so, okay. I can remember if the regular macro system, the equip worked in the regular macros, but it looks like it does, so let's delete that. Here's like another script I was trying to, when I originally was trying to get my swap stuff working, I was doing it this way, slash run in the regular macro system, but I was having problems getting some of this stuff to work, so I just went right to super macro and did one of those. Sorry, dude, I don't know, man. Like I said, the ones I pasted into the stream info work for me. I don't know if there's something in your maybe you have a different version of super macro than I have. I doubt that. It's possible. That could be it because I've seen multiple people now have said it doesn't work. I wonder if people have different versions of super macro than what I have. Let me go to mine. Let's see. I think it's this one. Interface, add-ons, super macro. I'm trying to figure out if I can find out what version I have. I have 3.15 beta 1 is the version I'm running. So 3.15 B1. You may want to look in your folder and see which version you have. Maybe you have a different version that for some reason isn't working right. They keep killing all these screechers. I can't remember if the ones spawning here are going to have screechers. I don't think so. Here's a screecher. You know what I've been forgetting to do this whole time, guys? Is put up my battle shout. I haven't played the warrior in a few days. I'm already forgetting how to play the warrior. Isn't that funny? Giant bear. Sounds familiar. Doesn't look like he's going to kill me, though. He could have, though. I think this is where the swing meter would come in handy, the mob swing meter. Like if I'm running away and I don't want to have my back to the mob, I could jump and then spin my front to the mob when it's about time for him to be swinging. That way we can kind of avoid some of the, you know, the dazed effects that they actually will apply when you have your back to them sometimes. That could actually be fairly useful. But I don't think it's... I mean, it'd definitely be very useful, especially for PvP, but we're not going to mess with it right now. Giant bear leaves the party. Yeah, I'm sorry, Ken. I don't know why that's not working. I mean, it works for me, so I don't know if it's... If you copy and pasted it, I mean, I copy and pasted it right out of my window. I didn't change it, and it definitely works. I haven't really experienced too many issues with Super Macro. It usually works for me okay. Yeah, I don't know, man. Try it. Like I said, try breaking the macro down into one line at a time. Make sure the equips work. You know, the first line of the macro, like equip, sword, make sure that works. Make sure the next line works, and, you know, and see where the error is coming in, and then look at that line and maybe delete it, type it in again. You know, these type of programs can be a little finicky sometimes. You know, like when you look at like this macro, just delete all the lines, copy it out to Notepad or something, and then just delete all the lines except the first line. Make sure the unequip works. Then paste in the second line. Make sure that works. Paste in the third line. Make sure that works. Then paste in that last line, the long line there, and make sure that that works. And just see which line is the first one that breaks the script, and then look at that line and just is there something wrong with it? If there's not something wrong with it, delete that line, type it in again. Maybe you have some extra spaces. I don't know. But play around. You can play around with it that way. Try to debug it. But yeah, you need that. I mean, if you're gonna be a Fury Warrior, even a regular warrior, you need to be able to swap. It's just such a big help to be able to swap your weapons in and out. For me, it's more like when I'm leveling up, I want to be able to get that shield in so I can interrupt with with that shield bash. I love having my paladin here because I could just get the quest and jump off and bubble. Get down there right now instead of to run, all the way around, because if I jump here, I just probably die. So my paladin, I can just grab the quest and I just jump off and bubble myself. There's a bear here. I hate it when people decline. I mean, we're both killing the same monsters. I never understand why you would decline that. You just don't want help killing them? You want to take longer to kill them? Is that like the reasoning? I never understand that. I mean, I can understand it if, like, I don't know. I really can't. In that situation, I just don't get it. Because now he's competing for me, for the mobs, you know what I mean? Although I kill so damn slow. These guys are 26 too, so this is not exactly that easy for me. Yeah, this will take me a while to complete this quest by myself. Maybe this healer will help me out. Oops. Ooh, she's actually getting hurt pretty bad too. Oh, it did kill her. Wow, it did kill her. 24 priests got killed. Wow, that's... I'm surprised that priest got killed. Jeez. And I just didn't have any rage. I could have done Shift D. I could have tossed up my Blood Rage. I just figured she'd throw up another shield or something. Wow. I'm surprised that a level 24 and a level 26 mob could kill a 23 priest. She's got bubbles. She's got heals. That's just, when you're already a healer, don't ever let yourself get that low. You've got mana, just heal yourself. You got to be careful with that. Like what I do, like with my Feral Druid, when I'm leveling, if my health gets below 50%, I'm going to heal. As soon as my level gets anywhere near 50% or below, I'm going to heal myself. Aha! Sweet. Yeah, sometimes... Yeah, I've seen that where in macros where, especially super macro, it is finicky. Where if you just, instead of pasting all in at once, just type the line in. That's what I was saying, do one line at a time, make sure it works. If it doesn't, just delete it and type it in. You know? That's weird. It ran right past me. It's the renew. One thing I could have switched there and taunted, but the reason that raptor ran at me is because she threw a renew on me. And if you get close enough to the aggro range of a monster and that renew ticks and heals me, the mob will run right at the healer. So just if you guys, so one of the things you can do in a dungeon, right? If you're going up to pull, if you're the tank and you've got a priest with you who's throwing renews on you during the fight, when you down one group of mobs and you're moving up to the next group of mobs and there's like maybe 3 of them, if you know that you're going to move within range of all 3 of those mobs, right click off your renew. See this renew up here? Just right click it and you'll get rid of it, because you don't want to maybe run up and all of a sudden pull like 3 or 4 mobs on you, or 3 or 4 mobs on the priest, right? Doesn't matter if they come on you. I mean, that's kind of the point. You're the tank, but you don't want 3 mobs running at your healer. Might scare the shit out of her, and she might actually get killed before she knows what happened. Ah, screwed up. Hit random twice there. So be careful about that. It won't be a problem much when you're leveling up. When you get to like 60 and you're doing dungeons and stuff, you could get your priest killed really quickly by having that renew tick kind of get her. Do I still need any more of these? No. Do I not have this quest? What's going on here? I think am I killing the wrong mobs? Because this is not showing up on Questy. Grr, Duskwood, Thomer. Hold on a second. No. I'm getting, it's just not, Questy just isn't linked, that's why. Is that? Oh, that's Giant Bear. I was going to say, if it's that Drew that declined my invite, I was going to say, you know what? I already invited you once and you declined. I just don't have it linked, so let's go ahead and link these all up. Where is it? Where is that one on? It's this one, but it doesn't want to show up on the side. I don't know why. That's really bizarre. This quest seems to be broken or something for some reason. I mean, it's showing up here. Weird. It's definitely giving me credit for him. And I need to pick up these other things as well. This is the side. I still need the side, yeah. I still need 6 of these green ones. You toggled. What did I toggle off? Ah, damn it. What do you mean I toggled off? Tim, I'm not sure what Tim Tom is saying there. Okay, we still need... No, I toggled it on. See, look, the quest is on. It's tracked, but it's not showing up in my questy, so... Oh, that's right. You are totally right. Ha! But what was freaking me out is it was showing the digging through the ooze then. Did you see that? It was showing one of my quests. Yeah. How come it's still, even though it was toggled off? Now, toggling off the map should only be the map. It shouldn't be the quest. See what I'm saying? If you toggle off the map, it should only not show on the map, right? See how I turned this off? See how it's back? That toggling should only be the map, but you're right, that is what broke it. But that should only be for the map, not for what's showing up in Questy on your screen. So, but you are correct, that is what broke it, but normally that does not break it. So, that was just a glitch for some reason. Where is he? Oh, he wants to get some... I guess he wants to get a lot of mobs, huh? He needs a lot more than I do. That's why he keeps pulling. Yeah, I can't heal you, buddy. Sorry, priest took off. Go ahead and grab some of these ores. I still need one more fragment, but I know where that's at. Yeah, Questy can be a little weird sometimes. One thing that'll be nice in Classic is I think we'll see that probably a lot of the bugs with add-ons and stuff will probably won't be as big an issue. You know, I can tell you one thing: nodes. I mean, I've mentioned it before, but the nodes in here just a lot of times the nodes you can't get to, they're either underground or in a tree or halfway up one of these hills. You can't, unless you jump off the top and just land on top of the node, maybe. It's kind of annoying. Alright. I'm going to go turn my quests in, I think. This giant bear needs more. Looks like he does. I'll help him out. I don't mind getting some XP by killing. Looks like giant bear hits pretty hard. Amalini has come online! Amalini! Rend flesh with me. Alright, let's go ahead and turn these in. Whew. Is he behind me? Yeah, he is. I'm glad. Excuse me. We do get a bow here, so that's cool for you hunters. You'll get a bow on one of these quests. This one, see, you get Raptor's End. Now this is going to be a pretty decent bow. My bow is 4.6 damage per second, so, and of course you can also go with the chest piece, but which is nice when you're fighting beasts, but that bow is actually pretty nice. Now here we get this recipe, which I'm really excited about, because I like cooking, and being a Fury Warrior, I need lots of food, so I'm pretty excited about that. And this one gives you this beautiful shoulders. Looks nice for like priests and stuff. It's really nice. Got that priestly white to it. I always love to get these on my priest. Or any caster, but they're white like that, so they look nice on a priest. Now we got to go all the way over here and kill Sarl. See him right here? Sarltooth. He's pretty much a pushover. Let's see if we can... Looks like the priest is... Looks like they might be waiting for me to go kill him. Ooh. Looks like the priest is getting her ass whooped. And there were both of them over there, so I don't know what happened. I don't want to be cruel, but that priest seems to not be that great. She's died twice already. It's like, if you're a priest and you've got a druid right next to you who's in your group, why are you even attacking anybody? Let the druid do all the work. I'm not sure what's going on with that priest. So, who knows? But she died. I feel sorry. Well, maybe the druid's got res. Looks like he's going to res her. Yeah, there we go. Nice. Sweet. Hopefully they're just going to kill that Sarltooth up there, I hope. Because I'm heading over. Running, running, running. Oh, come on. You can make it up the hill. I know you can do it, girl. All right. They're not coming. You guys coming? We'll do a little tanking. What do you think, guys? Why is my keybind screwed up? What the hell is that? What's up with that keybind? That shouldn't be screwed up. I know I changed some of the keys for my other character, but I had character-specific keybinds turned on. Character-specific keybinds. What the fuck is this? Jesus. R is correct. That is correct. That's correct. These keybinds all look great except for my taunt for some reason is control mouse wheel up, which is not correct. That's really bizarre. Anyways, whatever. Doesn't matter. It's fixed now. Don't mess with my keybinds. Okay? Okay? Let's go ahead and get our silver again. This is nice that it's not too... Usually when I do this quest on Northdale, this is really, really busy area. It's very hard to get any ore. I'm gonna sneeze. Oh, sorry. Big sneeze. Sorry about that. I hate sneezing in people's ears. Alright, let's go ahead and rebuff our food buff. And what are we looking at here? So this quest is going to be done. Well, we're going to go ahead and head over to this cave and get our warrior quest stuff, I think. And also, my friend was telling me that's a good place to level my mining as well. So, sorry, we might as well do that as well. Coca-Cola! Level 40, and he's still taking quite a bit of damage from these raptors. This might actually give me, this will get me pretty close to level 26. Hello, priest who likes to die. Okay, so we can get this. It sells the vendor for 20 silver, but of course the weapon's always going to sell for more. And plus we want to use that weapon actually, so let's go ahead and grab that. And we're going to go ahead and learn our recipe. Because we have quite a few eggs for making yummy food. Raptor eggs. I think it's still just 6 stamina, so... It's just 6 stamina, but, you know, still not bad. Let's kill this raptor and see if we can get another egg. Oh, we're on our way down. Die, raptor! And we got another egg. There's also, let's see, this quest, Silver Bundle, we don't have that. Kill 15 moss-hide gnolls. I might grab that one. What level are these? 25 to 26, right? 24. I think they're 24 to 26. It's 24, 23, 23, 22. So yeah, this is pretty doable quest by me. Should not be any problemo. No problemo. And our inventory is not crazy full. Not yet, anyway. Of course, the problem with doing these is you got to be careful. You can easily get multiple mobs here, so That's where that nice bow that I just got comes into play. Let's put that in. Get rid of that 4.6 damage bow. There's also a quest to kill these guys at one point. I don't know if that's the next one or what. These guys should be immune. Yeah, they're immune to bleed damage. Gotta love that. Let's just stay out of the water here. I really don't want to fight those guys because I need to kill those at a later time. I'm glad those macros are working, Ken. They really, I mean, you'll see, you know, I don't switch quite as often now as I did at earlier levels because of the casters, but it's more just for casters. Yeah, I mean, it's really helpful when you're, you know, I mean, some casters just hit so hard that you got to be able to put, you got to put the shield on and just interrupt at least one of those damn things. I mean, you can even go into the fight against a caster with the shield and then just interrupt their first one and then switch to your, you know, to battle stance.
Here there. Up with you.
Okay, so that's an easy quest. We just deliver it back to there. And let's see what the Kixel's got here. I really wish he had the healing potions because I could use some healing potions right about now. Let's go ahead and just vendor some stuff. I don't care about the sharp claws, those are easy to get. I'm not going to be using that. Shoulders. Okay, I'm good. I'm now neutral with Booty Bay. Let's go down and get this quest. Let's go ahead and kill this crocodile while we're at it. I don't feel like running around him. Die, crocodile! Whoa. Getting close to level 26. Oh man, we still gotta get like another 10 levels. Where's my hearth at? My hearth is probably still at Darkshire, right? Yeah, Darkshire. I'm killing monsters, animals and stuff, so I'm not getting any cloth, but we're gonna get some cloth now that I have to kill these moss hides, whatever they are. Gnolls. It's kind of cool that they put gnolls in the game, you know, right out of Dungeons & Dragons, you know? I don't really think about that too often, but some of the mobs in WoW are definitely... You know, you can't play an RPG or an MMO without it being influenced by Dungeons & Dragons, to be honest. You know, I don't play right now, but I've actually been thinking about trying to play. There's actually a Critical Hit games store right not far from me, and they do Dungeons & Dragons every Saturday night. So I'm thinking about maybe trying to get up there and try to get in a regular group of playing. Ooh, level 26. Yeah, I'm thinking about doing it. And there's a software coming out that's called Tailspire. And it's a really cool piece of software that's still in Kickstarter kind of mode, like early beta. But what it is it allows you to create maps, and like, you guys, anyone who was interested in Dungeons & Dragons, and should really go to Tailspire and, you know, in YouTube. Just do a search for it in YouTube and check out the Kickstarter video. It's really cool. You basically create like it's kind of got like a grid, and you can actually design like dungeons and maps, and then you can just move the pieces through the maps and help you. You know, you could roll the dice and stuff, and basically play Dungeons & Dragons, but you've got that nice visual layout of, instead of the Dungeon Master having to explain what it looks like when they walk into rooms and stuff, you'll have a room that you've created in this software. And so you can just put up, you can, if you had, it'd be great if you got like a monitor or a tablet, and you can just show them, well, here's what you've, you know, here's the enemies, here's you, and, you know, you can roll the dice even in the game. But I mean, who would want to do that? I mean, I would never want to roll the dice in a computer. I'd want to roll the dice myself. That's one of the favorite things. Funnest things to do is to roll your own dice, obviously, but so I'm not sure how it handles that yet. I actually been wanting to get into. I thought about donating some money to them in the Kickstarter, just so I could get into the beta to check out the software. And then if it was cool enough, I'd probably go ahead and try it out. Yeah, but I've been wanting to get back into Dungeons. I actually bought some of the Dungeons & Dragons Rules 5 books because they're on, you know, Rules 5, and man, those things are fucking expensive. I think I bought the Player's Handbook, and it was like $50. I'm not even kidding you. I bought the Dungeons & Dragons starter kit for Rules 5, and I think it was like I don't know, $30 or something. But it's got the basic stuff, the basic rules in there. But I bought the Player's Guide, and it was like $50. I was like, holy shit, these books are expensive now. I don't feel like I'm hitting very hard. I think I'm going to have to start looking for new weapons. I mean, this is like level 20 weapon. I'm 26. That's about as far as I want to go. About 6 levels on a blue item. So I'll have to start looking at the auction house. Nah, we got casters here. I don't know if I can pull this one without getting the caster, so. Do not want to have a melee and a caster on me at the same time. No, thank you. Damn it, can't. Scouting spoilers. Those usually sell pretty good. The auction house, I think I got another set of those. I am pretty tired though, so I'm probably going to call it quits pretty soon for tonight. I wanted to get on the warrior and play a little bit and get her up to 26. Burn off some rest time. Now that I've got 2 characters, I can kind of rotate the rest time between them. Give you kind of it's kind of the same thing I'll be doing in Classic. Only I'll be doing that with 3 characters, so it'll be even more fun. So we're just going to go ahead and hearth to Darkshire. It doesn't take that long to fly back out here. And I'm going to fly to Stormwind. I want to check out the weapons in the auction house. Zalson, the guy who gave me these blue weapons, is like, it's like, man, it's like, if you find weapons that are green that are better than those blues, you let me know. And I was like, yeah, okay, I'll let you know. Yeah, if you get blue weapons, they're usually going to last you about 6 levels. If you get epic weapons, those will last you on, 8 or 9 levels before you kind of need to upgrade. Green weapons will last you 2 to, 3 levels, 4 levels maybe, before you really should think about upgrading if you're on a warrior or a rogue. Makes you feel pretty cool though, doesn't it, Ken? Walking around, you're like, yeah, I can switch in my shield and sword and swap right back to my dual swords. It's impressive too when you're in a group with other people and like all of a sudden, and you're like Fury Warrior doing DPS as a Fury Warrior, and then all of a sudden the healer's like got like a mob on her and she's dying, and you just swap in your shield and taunt the mob off, and swap back to dual swords and beat the hell out of it. I guarantee you your healer's gonna thank you for it. So. Also, remember later on in the game, like I tell you, you'll see when we start getting into Ungor Crater, we start getting we start getting poison on our blades, Venomide poison on each of our blades. Then what you'll do is you'll want to have 2 sets of weapons, you know, like 2 sets of swords, and we'll put on 2 swords. We'll go hit some Venomide Raptors, get both those blades with the poison on them, so we can apply poison, and each one of those can stack poison 5 times, all right? And so then we'll swap out the other 2 blades that have poison, and then you can do like double stacking. I'm not sure if we can get 4 stacks going. It'll be interesting. But it's going to be fun to try. So I'm going to try that out. If I can get this character up to 50, that'll be really fun. I need to work the auction house. I need to start making some money. So let's take a look at swords, weapon. Let's just do weapons, any weapons that are level 26. We want 26 to 27. Okay, so here, oh man, 3 gold. So here's Vendetta, which would be a really nice weapon for my offhand. 1.3, 3 gold. Are you kidding me? Shit, man, I'm gonna buy that right now. That's super cheap. And you see it's 19.2 damage. So my weapons are probably actually holding their own. Here's a green mace that's doing 16. So you can see the 16 one is overtaken my level 18 weapon. It's almost caught up to my level 20 weapon. So yeah. Now Vendetta is only 3 gold, so I'm really tempted to just frickin' buy that right now. But that'll kind of put me in the poorhouse. But 3 gold is good. But unfortunately, it's my main hand that's level 18. My offhand's level 20. So let's do this. What do I have? I don't want this. This is, well, no, that's a bear. I need to sell these things, actually. I don't really have a whole lot of stuff to sell. I need to sell these swords. Can't believe I didn't sell any Wrathband ore. That really disappoints me. Yeah, the stuff's gonna, when the server's new. That's what I'm saying in Classic. As soon as stuff, you need to make a lot of money right up. I mean, the first thing I'm gonna really try hard to do is make a lot of money right off the bat, so I can buy a bunch of those like things at like 2, 5 gold, 10 gold, and just hold on to them and sell them about a month later for like 400 gold. So that'll be cool. All right, so let's take a look for this. Alright, Scuttle Longsword, 1 gold. So we're going to put mine in at 97. And I would be ecstatic to sell it for 97, gotta be honest. And let's see if we can do this. It was left, I think it was Alt. No. There. No items found. No items found. Searching for items. Items found. 300 is about a power you would think would sell. I mean, that's a pretty good belt for level 13. Let's take a look at the Wrathbane ore. Okay, it doesn't seem to want to do that, so Wrathbane. No items found. I find it hard to believe there's no... Okay, no Wrathbane ore. This sword, which is pretty good for a rogue. Let's knock this down to like 65. What level is it? 19? I just want to sell it. How about 55? And of course, the black metal short sword. Sure, that sounds fine. Maybe we'll get lucky and sell some stuff. I'm not going to buy that thing for 3 gold, even though I want to, the Vendetta. We'll wait until tomorrow and see if I've sold some auctions. Let's see if there's some more stuff I can put up. We need to make some money, guys. We need to make some money. There's more Wrathbane ore. It's actually not a bad piece. I'm surprised some of these things didn't sell. I suppose I could just start selling all those herbs, but I want to get them to full stacks before I do that. Look how much Wrathbane ore I have. I wonder if I should just start selling some of my bars of iron and stuff. It's easy to get more of this stuff later on. I'm not sure what it's going to sell for, though. Now let's go ahead and send this off.
See you around.
How did that not go in my bank? Huh. Don't want to deal with this. Definitely don't want this. Leather. Yeah. Alright, let's go to Fury, and we are now still working on our improved battle shop.
Looking for something specific.
I'm going to list these 2 items. Actually, there was some silk cloth. I can dump that in the bank. List these 2 items up, and then I'll probably log off, these 2 guys, and just pray that I actually sell something. How many people are on the server? Only about 1,800. That's not a lot. Pretty decent shield, level 14, maybe what, 30 silver? I would think. Yeah, that's about right. And these pants, level 13, these are pretty good pants. That's also looks about right. Really surprised they didn't sell. I mean, those are pretty, yeah, I guess people don't want to pay a lot of money at low levels right now. I can understand that, but those are actually pretty reasonable prices. Okay, we still have a little bit of rest time, which is good. We'll build up some rest time overnight tonight. We still need to get, obviously, 3 more improved battle shout and 5 out of 5 on a raise. So we're looking at 8 more levels at least. That'll put us at 34. So I'm feeling at like 34. At 34, we should be feeling a little better about ourselves. Of course, we're going to also put, we might even go into duel with specialization. I'm still going to go into enrage first. I'm still going to do enrage first, then I'll have to go dual wield specialization because we need 25 points in fury talents before we can get flurry, which is what really makes me basically an awesome kick-ass machine. So 5, 10, 15, 20, and 25. So yeah, we'll put 5, 5 on enrage first, and then we'll do 5, 5 dual wield, and then we'll do flurry. At the very end, when I'm done with my Fury Tree all the way, then I'll come back and I'll finish off with the 3 of 3 on Deep Wounds. And it says it requires 15 points, which will be... This is the part that's weird. Okay, no, we need the Overpower as well. So we're going to get this one in Overpower, which is nice. So 3 here, 2 here, that'll be 5, that'll be 10. This says it requires 15 points, though. We won't have 15 points, so that's what's kind of getting me. I guess maybe we'll do Tactical Mastery. So what are we looking at? 5, 10, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. That puts me at 46. And then 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 56, 57, 58. So that works. That works. Okay. That looks okay. I think that's doable. All right, what do we got going on over here? Silk cloth, I know we can deposit. Get rid of this. Put this in here. What do we got in here? All right, cool. All right, that's it, guys. I think I'm going to jump off. Thanks for watching, and I hope you guys have a good night. Why not go Fury? What do you mean, why not go Fury? I am going Fury. We are going Fury. Hey, Ken, we are going Fury. We're going all the way down to the bottom of Fury. But we'll still have points to go ahead and finish out part of the arms tree, right? So we're going to go to Fury. We're going to pick 5, 5 in Battle Shout, 5, 5 in Rage, 5, 5 Dual Specialization. And then we're going to go 2 of 2 on Improved Execute. Then we're going to go 5 of 5 on Flurry, 1 point on Bloodthirst. That should still leave us just enough to go 5 of 5 Tactical Mastery, 3 Deep Wounds, and 2 Overpower, and 2 on Impale. And that should be the full build that I'm going to go for. No, I'm not going to... I mean, to me, that is full Fury. I mean, there's other stuff you can pick out of here. But, I mean, Cleave is kind of a waste. Improved Slam? Yeah, it's not that great. I'm not really going to be using Intercept that much. Demoralizing Shout, that's more... That's, You know, I'm going for more of a damage build, and this is going to... The Tactical Mastery is nice because I'll be able to swap stances, but the Deep Wounds and the Impale are just going to give me quite a bit more damage. Also improved Overpower, you know, which gives me quite a bit. So these are really giving me quite a bit more damage push. So that's why I'm just going more for damage. There's other stuff in Fury that we could get, but I'm not really seeing anything in here that's that great. Berserker Rage build will generate 5 rage when used. You know, none of these things are really that fantastic. It's like, what, improve my silence duration, reduce casting time on my slam. You know, these aren't things that are really bumping up my damage Oh, maybe give me some more rage. You know, but trust me, by the time I get down to here and get bloodthirst and finish out what I'm going to do in Fury, I'm gonna have a lot of rage. I'll be generating a lot of rage. That's not really a thing that I'll be worrying about too much. That's true. But for raid purposes and dungeon purposes, how many elementals do we really run into? I mean, sure, you're going to run into them a lot, but most of the time you won't be running into elementals. When I'm doing Lower Blackrock Spire, Upper Blackrock Spire, you know, BRD, you know. I mean, maybe in Molten Core, maybe I wouldn't work as well. But I don't even think I'll be getting into Molten Core before I get to actual beta, or I'm sorry, classic. I keep calling it beta until we get to classic. And at that point, I'll probably have a different build maybe for, I mean, certain raids I'm probably going to have to respec. I think this will just be a really good build for doing like PvP and for doing like dungeons before I get into some of the raids. But I'm not sure. I'm no expert for sure, but I just think this is a pretty solid build. I've done some research on Fury Warriors in the past couple days, and this is a build that's come up multiple times that I've seen people have used that they seem to think is a pretty good DPS build, even for raiding. So, but yeah, you're right about elementals. We're not sure how that's going to work. Now, like a core hound is probably not an elemental, but some of those fire lords and stuff may not, you know. Now remember, Pale, this is increasing the critical strike damage bonus of my abilities, so that has nothing to do with bleeds. So I might lose the deep wounds, right? But I'm still going to get the benefit of increasing my critical strike chance of my overpower, you know, by a lot. So these two are damage boost against everybody. The only thing I'm really losing is just the bleeds, which is the improved rend and the deep wounds. But you're still getting tactical mastery, improved overpower, and impale, which are all very good talents. I would like to have piercing howl. I think for PvP purposes, piercing howl should be mandatory, man. It just makes it a lot easier to stay on targets when you have piercing howl. And all you'd have to do is just maybe drop 1 point out of something here, you know, to get that. I really like piercing howl for PvP. Yeah, some of these other things really aren't that great. Slam, meh. You know. I think it'll be a pretty good build. Alright, guys. I'll catch you later. Have a good night, everybody. And I'll talk to you later. You usually go for the damage buff and fury first. Damage buff and fury. Which damage buff are you referring to? Like this one, you mean just the improved battle shout? Yeah, honestly, is that what you're talking about, Tim? The improved battle shout? Yeah, honestly, I'm not sure if going for these first was maybe the best way to go. In fact, if I had to do it again, I probably wouldn't. I think these points are wasted. I think if you're going to do Fury, it's probably because really, which buff are you talking about? 25% buff on crit. The eye. Oh, well, yeah. Yeah, no, and I agree with you. I 100% agree. When I was doing the build, when I respec'd, because I actually had a different build, and went back in, and I thought, oh, yeah, I'm using Heroic Strike all the time. Putting 2 points here and getting the 3 Rend would be good, because I'm doing Heroic Strike and Rend on almost every target as I'm leveling. So I thought that's, you know, I'm going to get more Heroic Strikes out, I'm going to get more damage out. But I don't think this was the right decision. I totally agree with you. I think, and that's what I was just saying, is if I had to do this again, I would not have grabbed these first. Because if I didn't have those, I would already have 3 more here, and I already have 2 points into Enrage, which is, like you said, is so much better. So, I mean, I totally 100% agree. Well, unfortunately, if I want to respec now, it's probably going to cost me like 5 gold. That's one of the things about Vanilla WoW, and I know they talked about changing that in the Classic client, and when I played the Classic beta, I didn't test respecing. So I'll have to Google that. I'll have to like search on videos on YouTube and see if I can figure out what it really was, if they did change it. I'm pretty sure they talked about making the penalty for respecing not quite as expensive. I think a lot of people asked about that. Yeah, I think it's 5 gold now. Like if I try to do it right now, I think it's going to be like 5 gold, and I don't even have 5 gold. So I'm like, well, but you know what? I tell you what, if I can make some money in the auction house, make enough, I may just go respec, because I firmly believe that. I mean, what you're saying, I think it's 1% because I already have 2 points in here, so I'd have a 10% melee damage bonus. After being critically struck, and we know I'm getting crit struck all the time, right? These guys are low level than me. It doesn't look like I was getting crit too much against these guys. Damn it. Let me reload this. Okay, my bow hit that guy pretty good. Let's try to see if we can make sure our combat log is set up correctly. We want to make sure you definitely want to make sure that your combat log's tracking just what you want to see, because it can be a pain to dig through all the data. So we go to our combat log. We want to see hostile players' damage spells. Here. We definitely want to see critical hits. Is that an option? It says hostile players hits, creatures hits. So we should be getting all criticals. Pet hits, pet misses. Yeah, that looks alright. Creatures hits versus you. We definitely want this. But let's go ahead and make that orange, right? And then if it's too bad we can't track. I'm surprised it doesn't let us do critical hits. Hostile players periodic damage. Do some other color like that. It's good to separate the colors up. It just makes it a lot easier once you get used to them. Creature misses versus you. Red, eh. If it's missing me, it's a good thing. So I'm gonna make it green. And then hostile player hits. It's fine. Hostile player misses. I don't really care. Your misses, your hits. Actually, my hits, we want green. Right. Come on, come on. I hate how this doesn't come up. And then we'll do the creature misses versus me. Yeah, it doesn't really matter. We'll do it like a slightly off green or something. I don't know if this is going to update my current log. No, because I reloaded. But anyways, you play around with your combat log. Make sure you get, like, drag it out. Make sure you get it set up the way you want. Because it can be really useful in tracking, like, how effective your combat is going. Let's go take a look at something. It's really important too for, like, on my protection paladin, it's extremely important because I look at a lot of my parries, blocks, and if I'm not parrying and I'm not blocking a lot, then I want to really kind of look at my defense cap and stuff like that, and I find it very useful. I've got a whopping, what, 2.2 gold? Yikes. Oh, and I need to find a helm, though. Helms are right around level 26 when you can start buying some green helms, so I should look for that, because that's a huge upgrade because I don't have one. So you can get like a nice green chain helm that gives you some strength and stuff. That's a real nice bonus. Do they have combat dummies in vanilla? God, I can't even remember. No? No combat dummies? That sucks. I'm still at 33 minutes on Hearth, too. Yeah, that sucks. Ah, well. But yeah, no, I agree with you on that talents, and if I can get the money together, I'm going to respec. After I did it, I was kind of kicking myself going, this is not really what I should be doing. Even Zalson was giving me shit about that. He's like, are you sure you want to put talents over there? And I'm like, well, it's already done. Can't go back, you know, unfortunately. All right, guys, I'm out of here. Have a good night, everybody. I'll catch you later. Peace.